Hi, beautiful ladies. Happy Sunday. Thank you for tuning in to April's Sips and Tips. If this is your first time joining in on Sips and Tips is just a way to kick back, have a beverage, prop your feet up, and enjoy some skincare and makeup tips, hopefully to make your life just a little bit easier. I'm coming to you live tonight from South New Jersey. We are just north of Cape May, which is the most southern point of New Jersey, and I'm in my RV. And so I just wanted to come to you tonight. I titled tonight's Sips and Tips Hodgepodge, because it kind of is a hodgepodge of all kinds of things. The way I come up with my sips and tips is kind of spontaneously. It depends on you. It depends on people, questions that people have, things that I learn. And if I learn something new, I like to share it. So that's why tonight I called it a little bit hodgepodge, because it's kind of a combination of things that I learned today or this week and questions that were asked. So tonight we're going to do perfecting the eyebrow. Easy, quick 3 easy steps for us non-makeup artist people, how to perfect the brow. I also going to do summarizing tips. And I don't mean a summary, I mean for the summer. We winterize in the winter, now we need to summarize. And I'm going to show you how to quickly summarize your skincare products. Just one easy little change. The third thing I'm going to do is talk about SPF. Y'all know how I feel about SPF. And I'm hammering it home because I haven't always been well with SPF. But some new little tips and tricks about SPF that I'm going to go over. And then I'm going to end tonight with a lip makeup look. Hey, Rochelle. A really quick makeup lip look. You ladies... on the poll that I put, you requested the number one high thing was makeup tip. So I'm going to close with a little makeup tip that I actually came up with today. So I'm pretty spontaneous. So here we go. Without further ado, hope you got your beverage. Just sit back, get comfy, and let's start our sips and tips. We're going to start with perfecting the eyebrow. Now, right now, all I have on is my CC cream, and I have on lip oil and mascara. And of course, I put my finishing spray on, so this has been on my face all day, been in the sun all day, been sweating, so it's just great stuff. But I did take off my eyebrows. Eyebrows are the in thing right now. If you are 20 years old and you don't have a wrinkle on your face and you don't have a pore anywhere and you're just flawless, you can dramatically do your eyebrows and they look amazing. For the rest of us in the world, we need to enhance our natural beauty, right? We don't need to look like we grabbed a Sharpie out of the junk drawer and Sharpied our eyebrows. But if you're like me and not the best at applying makeup, this is a quick and easy trick, all right? So right now, my eyebrows don't have anything. So why do we even need to do our eyebrows? Because our eyebrows really, it adds contour. If you had no eyebrows, you would just go from lashes to hairline and you would be one big forehead, right? The eyebrows give contour to your face, just like your cheeks, just like your lips, just like your lashes, right? So if you have very pale brows like I do, and especially with my dark hair, you can add some contour to your face and it actually makes your eyes brighter, makes you look younger. So here's some tips. Mary Kay offers 3 ways to do your eyebrows. We've got a pencil, we've got the eyebrow kit, and we got the volumizing brow gel. How to know which one to get. Here you go. You have to ask yourself, what is your skill level? Eyebrows for dummies. I know what I'm doing and I want some definitive eyebrows. Everybody in between. The end. That's how you know. So let me show you how to draw the perfect eyebrow. Now here you go. This is April's tip. This may not work for you, but this is April's tip. April believes that you are already gorgeous. We are enhancing our natural beauty. So don't draw something that's not there. Okay? If it's not there, but you draw it on, everybody's going to know that you draw it on. Now, if you're a professional makeup artist and you know what you're doing and you can draw something on and it doesn't look like you've drawn it on, you do it. But when April does it, you know you drew it on. And that's all they're going to look at. It's like, she drew them eyebrows on, right? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. So we're going to enhance our natural beauty, right? But we're not going to fake it, right? We're making it look great. So here's how to do the perfect brow. 3 steps. It's the constellation. I'm going to start with the pencil because I can demonstrate it a little bit better. So at the top of your eyebrow, the top corner, right there, we're going to draw a dot. Dot. The bottom corner, add an angle. Dot. See it? Now we're going to go to the highest peak. Dot. And then the tail. Dot. That is our eyebrow constellation. That's essentially your guide. Now, we're going to go back to kindergarten and we're going to connect the dots. And when you connect the dots, you're essentially creating your shape. And I even went out of line, so let's just correct that really quick. You've connected the dots. Now you're just going to fill it in. Now here's my tip for when you do eyebrows. If you hate it, you fix it. You don't have to take it all off. When you do the actual pencil, it's going to be very definitive. It's going to be very dramatic. See how dramatic it is? But like, I hate this. It looks like I drew it on, right? But I'm not going to take it all off. I'm going to fix it. How do I fix it? I like to blend a little bit. Having the definitive line on the eyebrow is the in thing right now. I'm here to tell you it's not that attractive, but that's April's opinion. So smooth out the line, kind of shade it, and then fix what you want to fix. And how do you fix it? With eye makeup remover. Just put it on a little Q-tip, squeegee the excess right there. That's all you gotta do. Now this eyebrow, with the pencil, it's very dark. I wouldn't normally go this dark, but I'm going to keep it dark for just a moment. This would be for more of a formal gathering. If I have my hair up, my makeup is a lot more heavier, this would be a dramatic eyebrow. But I wanted to show you the technique. That's why I made it a little bit darker than I normally would. It's the constellation technique, right? You do the 4 dots of your eyebrow, connect the dots, and then fill it in. That's all you got to do. You don't have to create something that's not there. Now I'm going to use the brow kit on the other eye because this is what I use every day and I love it. And I want to show you how to do your constellation eyebrow and then how to kind of fix what maybe you don't like without having to start all over. All right. My constellation. So the brow kit comes with the pomade, the powder, a highlighter. It comes with a dual-ended applicator angled brush, and then finally the bristle brush. Now if you have a liner, if you like to use a brow liner, you really need a brush to go with you, and I'll show you the brush. If you get the kit, it already has the brush. The Eyebrows for Dummies, it's all in one. It's the color and the brush together, and you just brush it on. That's all you're doing. is brushing it on. And it's really awesome. It's quick and it's easy. All right, let's make the constellation. Gonna use the pomade. That dot, it's harder to make a dot with an angled brush. Now my top corner, my highest point, and then my tail. Now I got my constellation. Y'all see that? Now I'm going to connect my dots. One dot down to the other. I've connected my dots. The one thing I like about the brow kit is that you really can put it in the direction of your brows. Flip it over, take the shadow, and the shadow is going to fill it in. See how my shadow is just kind of filling it in. Now before I shape, I just want to point out, ladies, your eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. They are not twins. So they're not going to be the same. So don't rack your brain and kill yourself to try to make them exactly the same. This side of your face is not like the other side. Your right leg is not like your left leg. Your right hand is not like your left hand. We know this already. So don't fake it until you make it. Enhance your natural beauty. They are sisters. They are not twins. They're BFFs. They're cousins. They're not twins, right? So quit trying to make them look exactly the same, because this side of your face doesn't look like this side of your face. See, I'm even like crooked. This side sticks out more. It's just different. So enhance your natural beauty. All right, I did my constellation. I outlined it, and now I filled it in, the 3 easy steps. Take your brush. Your brush is what's going to give you the natural look. It actually kind of takes off excess. So see what happens even with the really dark one. I'm taking the brush, and it almost like, it's like magic. It like knows what's not supposed to be there. And it takes it off. Can you see the differences in the brow? This is a more, so your eyebrow is more definitive eyebrow, more angled, little bit heavier. You know what you're doing. Eyebrow pencil. Your volumizing brow brush or tint is your novice. I just want to get some color in there, and it's going to do it for you. You're coloring the lashes that are already there. Easy peasy. Or for everybody in between, you use the brow kit. Doesn't that look so natural? And I mean, this looks natural too, don't get me wrong, but this is a little bit darker for the look that I have. This one also has a highlighter. I like to take the highlighter and I just do right above my arch. I just dab it on. All I'm doing is accenting. See how it, now you see that arch more. That's all you're doing. It's just a little highlighter, and it defines that peak of your brow. Now you can see my eyebrows are not shaped the same, but they look natural. I don't look like I grabbed a Sharpie out of my junk drawer and drew them on. So that is the brow for dummies, how to get the perfect brow in the three easy steps. All right, moving on. Number 2, summerizing. All right, so you know in the winter, we pull out our wool socks, right? Because it's cold out, and we have different socks for the winter than we do for the summer. The summer, if we wear socks, we use those what are they called? The moisture wicking socks, right? So we change things for season. Our skincare is no different. It's no different. So now that we're in summer, and we're really in summer, it is hot everywhere. So hot, so humid. It's just almost unbearable, right? I'm going to show you how, and you don't have to change everything, because that would be too much, right? You don't have to change everything, but just make one Little bitty change. Here we go. All you have to do is change your moisturizer. That's it. The end. Our moisturizers, that's their job. They're creams. They're heavy creams. This is the Time Wise Repair. Love this stuff, right? But it's very creamy. Now it does its job, right? It's very hydrating, it's moisturizing, but in the heat, it's going to melt off. Those heavy creams are going to just melt away. All you have to do is change your moisturizer to, I just dropped something, the hydrating gel. This stuff is amazing. Now, I use the hydrating gel every day. This is my moisturizer because I have oily skin. 2 months out of the year, so I use this 10 months out of the year. 2 months out of the year, January and February, they're the driest. And so my oily skin actually does become dry in the deep winter because there's no moisture in the air. So then I will switch to a very moisturizing moisturizer. But in the summer, you need the oil-free hydrating gel. So this is a non-greasy formula. It absorbs quickly. It refreshes your skin, leaves you hydrated for 10 hours. Even if you have dry skin, ladies, this is going to absorb quickly. Oh, I just love it. And it has green tea extract in it. So green tea is a powerful antioxidant. So it's just going to really fight all of those free radicals that are in the environment. So this is quickly absorbs. It's not heavy on your skin, and it'll give you hydration for 10 hours. And here's the best part. You won't melt it off in the heat. You won't sweat it off. It's not going to run. It is fantastic. Your heavy creams and moisturizers, they're going to melt off. The end. Because there's just so much moisture in the air on your skin, it's going to just run off. Your eye cream, I hate to say it, even our eye creams in the summer, I have to reduce in the daytime. If I'm going to be outside all day, I'll only use my eye cream at night, because when you sweat, it's got to go somewhere, and those creams just don't hold up. So your moisturizer, you should change. That's the only change you got to make. Just switch out your daily moisturizer for the hydrating gel. Unbelievably amazing. Gives you 10 hours of moisturization, and it won't melt off. This is what I use every day. This is how you summarize your skincare. That's it. That's the only change you need to make. That's it. All right. Number 3, SPF. You ladies know that I harp on SPF, but I really harp on SPF, well, because I love you, but because I haven't always been a huge fan at SPF. So reason, I've done many sips and tips on SPFs. I've shown all the different types, but what made me bring this up tonight as a topic is because some of the things that I've heard this week. I don't want to wear SPF because I want to get a tan. That's what I heard. And then the other thing I heard is I don't like the feel of SPF. I get both of those. I said them for years, and there are still SPFs or products that have SPF in them that I don't like. But I want to show you what I do like. All right, number 1, myth busted. You know I love to bust myths. You can still get a tan even with SPF. I'm going to say it one more time. You can still get a tan even with SPF. So I am pretty fair. Now, I am not, a bronze goddess right now, but I got some sun. I got a good little tan going on. Ladies, I use SPF 50 every single day. You still get a tan. SPF does not block 100% of UV rays. It doesn't. It doesn't. It does not block 100% of UV rays. So you will still get UV rays. So you can still get a tan. So if you're telling yourself, I don't wear no sunscreen, honey, because I need me a tan. I understand the tan. My fat looks better tan. I get it. I want a tan too. but tan responsibly, okay? And the way to do that is still protect your skin. What are we protecting our skin from? Let's be real, it's skin cancer, right? And we know that it is from the sun. It's damage from the sun. So your SPF isn't just protecting you from a burn. It's protecting you from damage. And what gets damaged? So look at my constellation. It's my doggy constellation. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to point it out. But I got a mole here, 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 in the middle, two, and then on a tail. All right? If your skin gets damaged from the sun, right? And say you get skin cancer, okay? It's not the creamy, smooth skin in between. No, 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 no. It's your moles, honey. It's your moles. Because you haven't been protecting your moles. So if you are still that person who says, I want a tan. I want a tan. I'm not going to use sunscreen. Okay. Well, protect your moles. All right. And here's your little trick. This is extreme, but just put sunscreen on your moles. Protect your moles, because it's not the skin in between that's tanning that's going to turn cancerous. It's your moles. So protect your moles. Like I have one here. I got one on my ear. So if you're anti-sunscreen, here's your tip. Q-tip on sunscreen on your moles. But I wanted to show you what it looks like, what a tan looks like with SPF 50. And I use SPF 50. This formula is so light. I love it. I mean, I can't, I know that that's probably not the best way to describe it, but I love it. And let me show you why. This is why. When I rub it in, oh, I got it on my shirt. When I rub it in, it doesn't stay white. You know how sometimes when you put your sunscreen on, it just stays white? This absorbs. It's not sticky. It doesn't flake. You know what I'm talking about. You've had some sunscreens after a while. You're like, oh, what's this like peeling, flaking stuff? It doesn't do it. It's actually hydrating. And it's waterproof. It has a humectant in it that will seal in moisture, so it's hydrating. I actually use it on my face. Doesn't clog your pores. I have very sensitive skin. I don't have a rosacea flare-up. And then after I put it in, I just put it in the morning. Lasts all day. It's so hydrating. I mean, it's like I'm putting on just regular hydrating lotion. And here's the best part. It has no smell. I love that. Sunscreen sometimes has a smell, and I don't like that smell. The SPF 50, which is waterproof, which is sweat-proof, unbelievable, will give you that coverage all day. It's going to protect my moles from turning cancerous, and I'm going to get a tan at the same time. So stop making up the excuse that I just want to get a tan. And that's why you're not wearing sunscreen. No, you just haven't found a sunscreen that you like. That is why. The other thing, bronze skin. If you have bronze skin, you have dark olive skin, you are still at risk as well. You need sunscreen as well. Now, yes, it is harder to get more tan when you have on sunscreen. It takes a little bit longer, but your skin still will be exposed. So SPF 50, waterproof, lasts all day, so smooth. Love it. Protect your skin, ladies. Protect your skin, and you can still get a tan and still be healthy at the same time. All right, I'll stop harping about SPF. All right, I'm going to close tonight with the makeup tip that you ladies asked for. Now, you know how I promote the color wheel. It's so important to understand what you have on, what your season is, because if you're going to go through the time to put your makeup on, you want it to be flattering to your skin tone. Skincare and makeup is not a one-size-fits-all. what looks good on one person doesn't look good on another, right? That's because you need to know your season. So you know, I harp about the color wheel. And today was a good example of, I don't really know what to do. What do I do? So today I wore a brown shirt. Brown. The complementary color to brown is blue. I ain't putting blue on my face. I'm not going to, right? And I'm certainly not going to do blue lipstick. I mean, they don't even make blue lipstick. So how can I complement this using the color wheel and not be all brown? Like, I needed some color, right? So right now I have on the Berry Lip Oil, which, as you can see, it's a sister color. That's what I wanted to show you tonight, is when it comes to complementary colors, you can also do the sister color. So really quick, I'm going to remove my lip oil, and I want to show you how to use the color wheel, and this is your makeup tip for tonight. All right, I'm wearing brown. The complementary color is blue. I'm not putting blue on my lips, so what do? Go to the sister color. The sister color is a violet. All right, sister colors are just as complementary. So what's a violet? What's in the violets? We've got berries and the raspberry. Raspberry. Raspberry ice and berry is the sister color. The lip liner is waterproof. It's gel, so it just glides. So here's a tip. When you put on your lip liner, start in the middle and work your way out. Ready? Again, we are highlighting our natural beauty. We're not creating something that's not there. Middle and out. Middle and out. Now notice I didn't go to the corners, and let me show you why. You ready? See what I look like? It's not in the corners. Now let me go to these corners. See how it accentuates going down. Now, if you're 19 years old and you have your cheeks are still up here and you still kind of have your Joker cornered smile, then it's great. But when you're like the rest of us, when you go to the corners, you can tell you've colored outside the lines, but it accentuates the droop in the corners of our lips. So don't do it. Take it off. All right. Now see, now I'm not accentuating the downward turn in my corners, but I have my lips lined. Now, here's the other trick I like to do. This is not promoted by Mary Kay. This is an April trick. I take the liner and I gently add it here, get a little bit more, and just touch it there. When you bring the color to your cheeks, your chin, and the tip of your nose, it adds the color to your face, and it makes it look like it's your natural glow without having on a ton of makeup. That's all you did, was just tap it to bring that color there. Continuing with my complementary color, so this is the berry liner, and it's waterproof. Let me, a clean finger. See? Well, it's still there, but. Now add the raspberry ice on top. This is the gel formula, so it's going to last a little bit longer. Now see how you have the definition of the liner with the raspberry ice. It kind of blends it all in. And see how it's complementary with brown? That's because it's a sister color. Here's my brown. Blue is the complementary. not wearing blue on my lips, but the sister colors is in the violet, and these are violet colors. So that's how you can use a color wheel for something that is kind of hard to figure out, if that makes any sense. I hope that was helpful. So I used the berry liner, not going to the corners, because see, now when you don't go all the way to the corners, you can just see your natural lip. You don't see the accentuating of the downward part of the corners of your lips. I hope that makes sense. I added the titch of color to my cheeks here, and it makes it look like it's naturally that color. Isn't that great? I hope you've enjoyed these tips tonight. I had a great time researching, and literally all of these things were new discoveries and questions that came to me this week. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to bring it to all you ladies. Hopefully that was helpful. How to perfect the eyebrow. It's your constellation, right? Just color in the dots. You've got the pencil, you got the kit, and you got the volumizing brow. Then we did the summerizing, which you got to change your moisturizer for the summer. Stop sweating off your moisturizer. It's too much. Switch out your moisturizer with the hydrating gel. This is what I use every day, and you're not going to sweat it off, and you're going to stay moisturized all day. SPF, ladies, you can still get a tan by wearing SPF. You're just protecting your skin, because what changes, what's going to get you that cancer? The moles. It's not the skin in between. Protect your skin. And then your lip liner. How to use your color wheel to figure out what colors to use. Use the sister color. Don't go in the corners. And that's all I got. I hope you ladies are staying cool. It's so hot everywhere. It's pretty doggone hot here in southern Jersey. We're heading to Gettysburg tomorrow, so super excited. So I hope you ladies are doing well. Love you all. Thank you for watching. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.